You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to
Sultry Boys.
I know, right?
It's rainy outside. It's
Kinda.
storming.
It's wet on the ground.
Welcome to the dampest episode of Tadpog you've ever heard.
So damp.
Oh, girl.
Diggity damp.
You so damn. No diggity, no damn. Evening was sultry. Yeah, Tadpog Podcast. Little old show where 2 to 3 old guys talk about old games.
Sometimes.
Today we're talking about one I didn't know existed until, Dave, you said Tetris 2.
Yeah, the randomizer said it. I just delivered. I'm just the prophet.
Yep.
I'm not the god. I just go to the mountain every week with my little tablets and ask the randomizer what he would like us to suffer through. And this time he was like, or it was like, because his randomizer is essentially chaos.
How did I do it? Well, how did that happen?
You summon the power of a god.
Oh, when I suck into do the randomizer voice, everything goes crazy. Okay.
No one speaks in the tongue of the randomizer. That's blasphemy.
It is. So, but apparently this is the 7th Tetris 2, the 7th Tetris game.
Is that right?
Yep.
What were the 6 before it?
I don't know. I just know it was the 7th based on internet.
Okay, thanks, internet.
So, but before we get
Good
to
old
all
internet.
that, good old internet.
Never fails.
Good old. I'm going to stand a little bit back here. 'Cause if I go beyond a thing, another thing. All right.
It's this thing.
Yeah, and we think it's the.
Oh.
Was it clipping for you, Ian?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Okay. Great. I'm sure the listeners love it.
We'll do a soft, subdued, sultry episode of Tetris 2.
If you're like, why are they so concerned about audio? It's because we set this thing up in case the power goes out because it's super damp outside. And sometimes the power goes out when it's super damp outside.
So they've been preaching fire and damnation all week for tonight that we were going to have the worst weather we've ever seen. And
I never buy
all
into
this,
it.
so.
We were talking about this a little bit before we recorded, Ian, and it's like, I think it's just because I've lived through 2 hurricanes, and when I lived in Iowa, it was fucking. They were
Potatoes.
always. That's that's Idaho.
Oh, you said Iowa. Corn. Sorry, corn. You lived through corn.
Let me tell you a few things about Iowa, Tyler. Field of Dreams was recorded there. They were all about tornadoes there. So I don't know, man. I've told Ian, I was like, I'm probably gonna die in a storm. Because like I hear like tornado sirens and it's like whatever.
yeah.
What I mean, I'm gonna hide under a desk. What's that really gonna
Right.
do?
That's right. You're true. Well, what you guys been up to this week?
Well,
Fun week.
I started Cowboy Bebop live action.
Oh,
Just in
me
time for it
too.
to not be a thing anymore.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
canceled. Wow,
Sort of.
your voice turned into static there, and it wasn't.
Yeah, that was me being kind of ambivalent. It's fine. I like it okay. I got into episode 2, and then I don't know if it's just because I'm so fresh off of watching the animated show for the first time that I'm not in the mood, but I just wasn't finding myself able to get into it. So I switched over to something called Money Heist.
Money Heist?
Which is
that about a money heist?
Yeah.
Okay.
A big one. It's a Spanish movie, European.
Oh, it's a movie.
Yeah. Well, it's a show.
It's a show, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
My grandmother used to always call whatever it was, if it was on the television, it was a show. Didn't matter if it was a movie or the news, it was a show.
Yeah.
It's on the television, therefore it is a show.
I'm watching my stories.
If it's something that plugs into something that plugs into the TV, that's a tape.
Yeah,
Like I had
right.
Nintendo
Yeah.
tapes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll still say, "Did you get that on tape?"
Yeah. hand me the Nintendo remote.
Yeah.
Is one that my mom would say. Never, unless she was unplugging it.
But I've been watching it, Money Heist, and it's pretty good so far. I've really just been guilty pleasuring on Yellowstone. We started watching the show Yellowstone.
I've
Speaking
heard of
Kevin
Yellowstone.
Costner.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good show. I think it's for everybody. It's kind of like a better Sons of Anarchy. Kind of that sort of.
Now, are you saying that
thing.
you didn't like Sons of Anarchy, or you
I like
did,
Sons of Anarchy, but I
Yellowstone-
found it to be cringe.
I did not care for Sons of Anarchy.
I never
Melissa
watched
loved
it.
it.
Peggy Hill's on it, right?
passively,
Yeah,
she is, and she's amazing in it. She's
No, not Peggy Hill. Peggy Bundy.
Peggy Bundy.
They're the same person, right?
Sure. But I'm with you. I watched at it in the first couple seasons. I was like,
I
yeah, that's
also
pretty good.
watched at it. Melissa watched it. I sort of watched at it.
And then towards
So-
the end, I
That's
was
the
like,
same.
my son and Tanya, they were watching the finale. You know, I was like, oh, it's over? Fuck, okay.
Oh, he died.
But this one's better. Yellowstone's better. I like it better. Takes place in Montana,
Iowa.
on a ranch. And it's all, the cutthroat business, and they're at odds with the Native Americans because they have their land, have had it for centuries, whereas the Native Americans live there for 15,000 years, and
Is it the cutthroat business of running a national park, or
a ranch.
a ranch? Okay.
And
is it that on the national park, or
no,
they just calling it
it's
Yellowstone?
Just called Yellowstone
Okay.
Ranch. It's the ranch.
Oh, okay.
It's the name of the ranch is the Yellowstone Dutton Ranch.
Seems like there could be lawyers involved with that.
Well, I
don't
don't know if there's a trademark on Yellowstone.
I don't know. Can I open a business called the United States Post Office?
Well, that's a business, though.
Well, a ranch is a business.
I mean,
Not a
there
national park.
There was a Presidents of the United States of America band, so maybe you could.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe. But no, seriously, but the national park is kind of a business.
I mean, I
right?
suppose it
less
takes
so
in
than the post office.
money, but it's not like a business.
yeah.
you know.
I'm just trying to predict what future episodes of the show might be about.
Mostly it's about land and about the Native Americans want their land back, so they're trying to take it away from this ranch owner who is Kevin Costner.
And they give it
who
to
has
them
like
and the show's over.
50,000 acres.
He's like, you're right.
Yeah,
Here.
it is kind of shitty what happened to you. Here you go.
And then they throw in a monkey wrench of a giant equity firm wanting to build a ski resort on one of the mountains, and then
Do they have a ski
casino
competition to see whether
I'm
or
about to
not?
say a good 80s twist.
Yeah.
They're
No,
going to shut
but-
down their mall.
The thing I found funny though about it is that I don't know fucking anything about rodeo and rodeo stars and things like that.
I went to my first one 2 weeks ago.
Well, this show
Really?
caters to the people that really follow rodeo because they'll have constant cameos by professional rodeo people, and it's no different than when you have a movie where a NASCAR driver is actually himself in
Yeah.
the movie, and it's like, hey, Mr. Dutton, welcome. We're glad we could put on a good show for you today. We've got some really great horses here that you might want to buy. And it's like, man, you don't talk like
Praise
that.
hell, praise Dale.
You don't fucking talk like that in real life. Just fucking be yourself. So that's kind of some of that stuff is kind of
Thank you,
amusing.
professional rodeo star Judd Stetson.
I, Jeff Gordon, drove very fast to get here because that's how I, Jeff Gordon, drive.
It's shit like that for sure. But I like the show. Tanya and I have been watching it together, so that's it. But that's it. I've just watched a lot of TV and had a really, really shitty week at work.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Just my job is very demanding at this time of year. Just
You are an elf at the North Pole, so
I am.
do
So
understand
it's
why
just
that might be
ramps
rough.
right up. The tallest elf. All
I
of our
tall elf.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen my body pillow or not.
it's like an extra long one. I know. We just have our clients that want to blow through the rest of their budget. They buy equipment and because they don't want to be shorted on the next
Sure.
year's budget. They
I
want to
get
use
it.
everything they were
Because the
given.
system's broken.
Because the system's broken. So there's that. And then a lot of the stuff that got ordered is still on boats off the West Coast waiting to be picked up.
Yeah.
And then just nonstop calls and emails and tickets and things of just it's unrelenting. And we're super shorthanded because we had a guy get let go, and then we had another guy who's getting ready to go on 8-week FMLA for his wife having a baby. And
Free Music Literature Archive?
I was about to say
family medical
Yep.
leave.
Oh, okay.
8 weeks. Well,
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
he was
8 weeks is more than I got.
He
I
was
can tell
going
you
to
that
take
much.
the 11.
but I say that would max him out for the year. Hopefully, he wouldn't break his leg or anything.
Right.
I got my. You can take all your sick time if you want to. Okay, I guess I'll do that.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just been a stressful week, and I'm ready. The thing is, I don't have any paid time off left. So, like, I'm working every weekday until the end of the year. Normally, between, like, around Christmas, I'll take the week between Christmas and New Year's
Sure.
off.
That's what I'm doing
It's a
this
great
year.
idea.
And
I can't do it this year.
I came into some.
It's a bummer.
We had all those problems with our appliances breaking.
Yeah, right.
So I had to sell off like a week's worth of PTO to pay to fix all that stuff. And so now I had to give up my week-long 9-day vacation at the end of the year like I usually take. So that's sad.
That is sad.
But I'm hoping, knock wood, I'm hoping that it slows down enough to be at least manageable. Because I do like my job, but when it gets crazy busy, it's hard to like it a lot. You know what I mean?
that.
Yeah, I know you know. I know you both do. But anyway, that's it. That's all I got right now. Nothing too exciting.
So, how many episodes of Cowboy Bebop live action did you watch?
2.
2. I watched 1, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
I was like, yeah, okay. All right, I'd watch more of that. And I looked over at Nikki, and she was like struggling to stay awake. And I was like, I'm not going to watch it alone, though.
Right.
And then we have not picked it back up.
I mean, I'm going to finish it. I just think I wasn't in the mood.
Yeah.
I just came off of watching The Wire, like I mentioned. And,
Sure.
And I didn't.
No Omar, I get it. No Omar and Cowboy
No
Bebop.
Omar. The transition isn't there.
Yeah.
You know, the transition from The Wire to Cowboy Bebop is just not there for me. So I need to ease my way back into it.
There's a hole in the market that we need to fill.
Right, exactly.
That is producing content.
I don't see how Neo Baltimore comes to be. So it's
Yeah. But,
yeah, I thought it was okay. I thought
it's
it was
fine. It looks great. And I think they're doing a good job in their roles. And
Yeah.
it's Cowboy Bebop, y'all.
I thought it was, I don't know. It's just kind of like, okay. I see that you guys are doing things different. I'm sure you're doing them for reasons. But still, I mean, it was fine. The first episode was fine, but it was like I got done with it and I was like, but I still honestly would rather just watch the first episode of the original. Just because I think it does it better. I get they're different, and
there's a reason Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is better than them doing their own thing for Full Metal Alchemist that came first in America. Like, sometimes sticking to the source material closer is pretty good.
Yeah. You mean sticking to the source material, being the manga? Yeah,
Yep.
I'm behind the times. Did they cancel Cowboy Bebop?
Yeah,
they're not doing another season.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that weird ass fucking
Ed is probably
Ed.
what kind of killed it. I bet
we're not going to get to
the
see
intense
Ed
sour
in action.
reaction to somebody with orange hair eating a gusher in the 90s that was Ed.
They could have fixed that though. They had time to fix that, and it is kind of. Even though I only watched the one episode, it was kind of sad to see that they're canceling it. Just because it's like, I mean,
we didn't get more than one season of the original. It would have been neat to see it go. How would they handle it? You know?
Yeah, right. Yeah, what would they do? Would they go the movie route? You know, where the movie takes place between certain episodes.
Yeah,
trying to be careful.
Spike. Spoilers. Spike would have lived, and we would have got more episodes.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna finish Cowboy Bebop eventually, whenever Nikki feels like
I'll
it.
get there. Plenty of other stuff to keep me occupied.
Oh, yeah, let me tell you about it. We watched for the first time for Nikki a little thing that I like to call Gremlins 2, A New Batch. We watched that on Saturday night. And man, I hadn't seen that movie since I was a kid. I watched Gamebug Prime Nate stream it for the NES, not the movie, a few times on Twitch. Great. That's a cool game, by the way. If you're ever like, if you might not think that Gremlins 2 on the NES would be like a decent game. It's pretty good. It's a Sunsoft game. pre-Arrow the Acrobat, when really shit started obviously tanking. But the music in it is fantastic. So yeah, we watched Gremlins 2. I hadn't seen it since I was a kid. That's a good damn movie. That is a good damn movie. I loved it. And I prefaced the movie watching where it's like, okay, to Nikki, I was like, you remember Gremlins, right? And she was like, yeah, I remember Gremlins. And I was like, okay, remember how that was kind of like dark and kind of serious and it was like kind of a horror movie? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, this is a live action cartoon. All right, let's watch it. And then
no one's kids' dads are stuck in chimneys.
No,
let's go.
But something horrible happened on President's Day. I love that the movie fucking makes fun of Gremlins 2 makes fun of Gremlins in itself at least twice. And I think that's fantastic. Gremlins 2, check it out. If you haven't checked it out, Lady Gremlin, still fantastic. Gotta laugh at it, Nikki. So it's good. Spider Gremlin, still super scary. Still gets that that hot art director tied up in a web. That still happens. And this came in today, and this is directly related. We made a joke about this, I think 2 episodes back. I ordered this on Amazon.
Oh no, the novelization.
This is Gremlins 2, the new batch. Here they grow again.
That discount sticker on the front.
I paid more than 50 cents for this. Yeah, they got the premium for me on Amazon. It wasn't much more than 50 cents, but it was not 50 cents like it's listed here. Thank you, Thrift Books.
Wasn't a penny like I paid for Model Land on Amazon?
It wasn't, but it was like, order now. This is the only copy available. So I was like, all right.
Ever in the world.
I was like, this is a good use of Patreon money. And that's what I used to buy Gremlins 2, the novelization. So if we ever need...
I want to read excerpts from that book.
Andy Kaufman style, read it in real time.
You're spoiling my next Twitch stream.
Everybody has to drink cookies, eat cookies and milk while they watch you read Gremlins 2.
And they scream, do latka at me for whatever reason. So yeah, there we go. It didn't smell like stir-fried cooking or exotic spices tonight in New York City's famous Chinatown. No, it smelled like money. First 2 sentences of the book.
Damn, you got me hooked already.
You got to work on your mogwai.
It's gripping. Yeah, you're right. I do. I'll do a Wookiee in the meantime. Why was there not a Gremlins holiday special? I wonder. So we do have this as a resource now for if we run out of content for the show. We have 235 pages.
Pick a random number and we'll read a paragraph.
The new randomizer.
That is true. Would you guys like to start?
The Gremlin Miser.
Gremlin randomizer, and just read a page every time, whatever page gets picked.
Would you? That way we won't get sued. If we read the book out of order, we won't get sued. Would you guys like to do a Gremlins 2 podcast with me? And by that I mean like an ongoing show.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
That meets. It'll be another weekly thing. Is that okay?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, I know we all have plenty of time.
Yeah, no, sure.
I was just trying to figure out what to do with all my free time.
So I wanted to share that. Gremlins 2, check it out. If you haven't watched it, it's pretty great. And then, of course, we watched the Key and Peele sketch afterwards. You mean a googly-eyed gremlin? Looking around. That's the only purpose in the movie. It's in.
I do have more free time now that I've beaten Persona 5.
Hey, congratulations. Now,
thank you.
Shin Megami Tensei time?
Eventually. I mean, because I put about 121 hours into Persona 5.
Chump change.
I feel like that's, and everybody said that's pretty standard.
Yeah, I've heard that it's, somewhere between 100 and 120.
Because I didn't, I could have really, I mean, if you really plan it out, I could probably almost get everything you need out of one playthrough, but because it takes place, you've got 1 year and then a ton of people to make your connections with. Real time, 1 year.
You can't set your PlayStation clock back or they delete your save file.
But I still, by the time I got to the end, the final dungeon was not fun. It made me be ready to be done with it.
That sucks. Through it. Maybe that's by design.
It might be because you go to all these, because your Persona characters go into the metaverse, which is like a cognitive realm, and you find people who
Is Zuckerberg there? Or like what?
Meta. Persona 5 brought to you by Meta and Facebook.
Is one of the characters in Persona like, can I bring my sunglasses from this game into real life?
Mark Zuckerberg's there, and his persona is like a bottle of sweet baby Ray's.
You're right. Yeah, that's where I keep all my barbecue sauce on my bookshelf.
But like in the cognitive realm, big personalities that sort of are evil and have corrupted desires will have these massive palaces.
Contestants on like a Hot Ones game show.
Yeah, exactly. Good call. So you're thieves and you're breaking into their palaces to try to steal their treasure that makes them repent for all their evil doings.
Okay.
So each person's palace is very, very different. And it's interesting to see
how
each
different.
one is very different.
Yeah.
And so the last dungeon is just meh. You get all this big
any of that?
colors and personality and fun, and then it's just black walls and some puzzles. Like it's a hugely let down in my opinion.
Yeah,
I fucking love this game. I fucking adore this game. It is a top 50 for me easily.
It's my least favorite D&D module. Black floors and puzzles.
Yeah. And that's how I was just like, this is the man. It was disappointing, made me ready to be done. But I highly recommend it to anybody to play. It is a blast and very fun, and you can get sucked in, and 6 or 7 hours go by and you don't even realize it. Like it's very, very good.
Cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it. What's next?
I was gonna do Final Fantasy VII, the remake. But it was off of my PlayStation Plus, so I don't know. I'm playing through Zelda 2 legit. Last time I did it on the Wii, I had save states and rewinds and all that shit. So now I'm trying to play it through on the Game & Watch legitimately. It is very, very hard.
That's on the Game & Watch? I didn't realize that Zelda 2 was on there. Oh, that's awesome.
Zelda 2, and Link's Awakening.
Oh, cool. For whatever reason, I just thought it was Zelda 1 and Link's Awakening. That's cool that they put Zelda 2 on there.
No, it's fun, but fuck is it hard. Fuck is it hard.
Yeah. It's Death Mountain.
Death Mountain is it's like the early difficulty spike.
That's what I've heard. I've heard that that's the point in the game where it's like, okay, it's too difficult.
No, I looked at a guide and just got through that.
Because it's like you have to go through like different doors. It's like a maze, right? And you have to go through like different doors.
And it's not like a huge, crazy like Bebe's Kids Haunted House maze.
Well, I mean, let's get me wrong. I love me a Bebe's Kids Haunted House maze. I mean, let's not go fucking crazy.
But really, it's just like 4 different caves, and the order's kind of intuitive. It's not ridiculous.
Okay, well that's good.
It's just lasting through all the caves because you only have 3 lives. Once you start over, all your experience goes away.
Yeah.
Or if you save, all your experience goes away.
Good Lord.
So basically, you just want to gain a level, save, and then start over. So it's kind of, and I see people like who are really good at it can play very risky. I'm like not doing that at all. I'm like grinding, get a level, save, shut it off, take a breather because it's very hard, and I don't want to like if you die, it all goes away. Like I was so close to a level, died, lost it all.
It's a roguelike.
Almost.
Sounds like it.
And there are like 6 1-ups in the game, but they don't respawn or anything. So like you're supposed to like wait till the very last dungeon, get all those, then go in.
Then go in with those 6 1-ups.
Yep.
It's weird that you mentioned that because I've been kind of like tempted to play it because I've never played Zelda 2. But I know you've been talking about the, I guess the ROM hack that came out recently for Zelda 2, like the fixed version of Zelda 2. I think you sent this to me like 3 weeks ago.
I know I sent you, was it about Zelda 2?
I think
or was
so.
it about Fantasy 6?
No, you sent me that one too.
Oh,
but before that, you sent me a Zelda 2 one. So maybe it's been longer than 3 weeks. But that kind of got me interested in it. And then...
Because it definitely needs some quality of life changes.
Yeah.
It's fun, but there are a few small changes that make it a lot better.
Yeah. And that's what this recent ROM hack apparently does. And then I've watched, a few people stream it on Twitch, and it's like, yeah, this looks like this could be a fun game if it was like explained to me. Like Castlevania 2, I had fun playing, but it was because I played it on Twitch and people were telling me what to do.
Yeah,
right.
So that it wasn't it wasn't like, okay, now what do I do? Talk to the fucking graveyard duck? I don't understand what that means. So when someone's there to be like, okay, what the game means is go to the graveyard and duck. Oh, okay.
So. Yeah, Zelda 2 has one of those like super obtuse, like a spell you only use once in a field in a random ass town to conjure like a dungeon to get like shit that you would never. And it's the people in town give you those weird 3-word hints like they do in any NES
right,
game.
Sure, yeah. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft, which is a lot of fun. I really like Minecraft.
I've never played it.
It's something that I tried to play a while back and didn't really like, but just because Henry's so into it, it's been really fun to play with him. And it's like I can ask him a question where it's like, well, and actually it's fun for both of us because he kind of gets to be in charge of a thing where he's like, okay, we need iron. And it's like, all right, how do we do that? And then he'll like tell me how we do it. And it's like, okay, we'll come up with a plan and then he'll try to deviate from the plan because he's 7. And it's like, remember, we're gonna get iron. We don't need ram horns. Iron. Remember? Iron.
We have a goal to achieve.
Yeah. So we've made a little bunker together and all it's fun.
Cool.
And then like I'm kind of like Game of Thrones style, like although I can't remember any of the fucking characters' names. I'm essentially Braun in that game because it's like there's a skeleton, kill it. It's like, all right, I'll go kill that fucking skeleton. And he just points out things for me to kill.
Muscle.
Yeah, that's
You're
right.
his Hodor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Yeah. So it's been fun. I like it a lot. And he's been kind enough to be like to play on a game in survival mode with no cheats. So he's been very good about making that compromise with me because I've told him like creative mode is not fun for me. I get it because I've used to play Diablo and use trainers and shit where it's like, this is fucking amazing. But I don't know. Like I've told him it's like, if I don't invest anything in it, I don't get anything out of it. And I understand in creative mode, you can invest time and get stuff out of it. Daddy don't have time for creative mode.
It's not a resource I have to give.
Right. Yeah. I got like 2 hours a night, an hour to 2 hours a night. I can play Minecraft with you. So let's do it in survival mode. He's cool with it. So we've been doing that. I haven't killed his baby bird yet.
There's that Minecraft story mode too. Check out.
Yeah. You don't know much about that. I need to ask him about that. We've gone through the Cliffs and Caves 1.18 update. Don't know what they changed in that, but he could probably tell me if I asked him. What's the story mode?
It's a separate game on Steam that I think is like you.
Oh, is that the
Artsy AJ played through it and loved it.
Is that the Telltale
game? It's like
game?
a Telltale.
Yeah. And then there's also I think it's called Minecraft Dungeons, which is essentially we played a little bit of that. But we got tired after a first session just because it's like a Diablo clone, but it's Minecraft skin kind of deal. It was fun, but it was like, Henry was definitely like, yeah, I'd rather play Minecraft. It's like, I get it. I understand.
Yeah. Right on.
Anyone else watch Gremlins 2 this weekend? Or
I will, though. Is there anything else in that package over there?
Besides Gremlins 2?
Besides Gremlins 2?
Well, Gremlins 2, to be perfectly honest and transparent, Gremlins 2 didn't come out of this package.
Oh.
This is a package that I think is from Sick Jake. I don't think Sick Jake would ever mail us Gremlins 2. Unless we specifically asked for it. Gremlins 3, he might send us a script. Sick Jake, please send us a script for Gremlins 3. And actually, it might be from his wife. I'm not sure.
Like this little thank you with hearts, bubble wrap.
Might be from Lady Jake. I'm not sure.
There's a box of stuff that says Hair Spa by Gal Moment. Great for any hair type.
Oh, yeah. Then that's definitely from Lady Jake, I believe. Because I was talking to her about how to properly condition hair.
Oh, I bet this is for you. I'm going to pass this back to you. As I have no hair to use it on, it would be wasted.
I mean, we could split it. It includes 1 shampoo, 1 conditioner, and 1 oil treatment with macadamia oil. It's in a very lovely box.
Very lovely.
Thank you very much, Lady Jake. I'm going to take this out here. I'm going to apply it right now.
Do it.
I can't. This is
Need
like.
to go get the hose.
Herbal essences.
Yeah,
We can just sort of flash dance you with buckets of water and.
Again?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm thinking we should do that weekly.
All right, I'm down for that. We got a hair spa conditioner with macadamia oil. Shine Therapy Brilliance.
Oh.
It smells very nice. I like to pass that around. Taking that macadamia.
It's thick.
With 4 C's.
It does. It does smell good.
We got oil treatment, which I'm actually probably.
It's fully sealed.
I'm probably definitely going to use the oil treatment because I already put like oil in there. I'm telling you, I can't get my hair wet even, or it's a shit show.
Let's just wash our hair together with this stuff.
You wanna?
Yeah, I got good long hair too.
You do?
I'll wash my beard.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. I wear a shower cap every day in the shower because I'm a man. And if water touches my hair, it's a lot like Gremlins too.
It replicates?
Yeah, it does replicate. It gets much, much larger. And it doesn't matter how I dry it. It doesn't matter the temperature of the water. Just get it wet and it gets bigger. And it's just a thing. And it stays bigger for a couple days. So it's like, I will just use dry shampoo as long as I can. Which I just started using that shit. And that, I got to tell you, dry shampoo.
Way to go.
Real nice.
Yeah.
I mean, probably not for hygiene purposes, but yeah.
Oh.
Thank you, Lady Jake and Sick Jake. They sent this from Canada.
Nice.
Damn.
I know. Thank you. Oh, hey, I have a thing to report. I kind of love Arby's.
Yeah, me too.
I got a new job, and there's an Arby's near my new job. And I was like, hey, I believe Tyler was telling me that they got some crinkle fries at Arby's.
They're fucking good.
And I love me some crinkle fries, and those crinkle fries are fucking fire.
If they make them right, the one out by the mall, they never cook them right, and they're terrible. Everything you get from the one at the mall is awful, so don't go there.
I will not go there. I try to stay away from that area, honestly.
Probably advisable.
But the one on Lone Oak, fucking Guy Fieri, chef's kiss. It's fucking great. Those crinkle cut fries
They are good.
This is not a joke.
Right.
This is not a joke. You know how much I love Just Berg's. They're better than Just Berg's crinkle cut fries.
Do you think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
I still don't, but maybe I haven't had a good batch of crinkle fries from Arby's yet.
You want to go? You want to go to Arby's in Lone Oak with me tomorrow?
Arby's. I should go to
Let's
Arby's
go.
in Lone Oak.
Let's go.
Well, I told you, I tried to go there to get dinner one night, and they were fucking closed at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, COVID
I had
protocol.
to drive back across
They're
town
just trying
to
to
the
keep
one
their
at the
employees
mall.
safe. Yeah, the one at the mall.
I would just go to Dreyfusville. Go to my house and go 10 minutes up that way. It'd be worth the drive. That's a good Arby's.
Okay.
That's a good Arby's too.
All right, so the one at the mall is the one bad Arby's in town, apparently.
I guess so.
Yeah, they
man.
put everything into the looks. It's palatial. So they
Yeah.
Is it really? Do
It's
you want to
just
do
lots of glass and it looks nice. It's just shitty food.
You want to do a quick YouTube review pitting the two local Arby's against each other? We can set up interviews with the managers and stuff.
We should.
Excuse me, mall Arby's manager. Why is your Arby's inferior
What do you
to the one
suck
on
shit?
And then we throw a big Diet Coke at them, like Brandon used to do at Wendy's.
God. Yeah, I remember the fire in the hole days for Brandon.
Yeah. Do you know about this, Ian?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
So one time, when I lived in Murray, and Brandon of Axelay fame, and I were roommates. We went to Wendy's.
I know this Wendy's. I too resided in Murray for a time.
Pretty good Wendy's,
Not a bad
honestly.
Wendy's.
I don't know about how it is now, but at the time, good. So we go through the drive-thru, we order our food, and Brandon orders a large Coke, which was odd to me because that's not a thing that Brandon typically did. So we get it all, and then they hand him the drink, and then when the window's still open, he yells, "Fire in the hole," and throws the drink, the large Coke, back through the window. at the person working.
Brandon, what the fuck, man?
So I shrink into the seat because it's like I didn't know
He was driving.
I didn't know this shit was happening. Oh, God, if I were driving, that would have been the worst.
I'm so sorry, I'm leaving.
Right. Oh, I pictured him like sitting on the window of the passenger's side and chucking it in that way.
Oh, no.
But, okay.
No, he was driving.
So, Brandon.
It took skills.
What the fuck,
yeah,
dude?
that peels out. And apparently, I didn't go back to that Wendy's for a long time.
I wouldn't either. I'd have called later anonymously. I'm so sorry about my friend.
No, I didn't. But maybe I should have. So anyway, didn't mean to bring the mood down by telling that story.
It's just weird. Why?
I don't know. He probably saw it on Fark or something.
He did. Yeah. I remember him talking about how funny it was that he was going to do it. So,
this was premeditated coke bombing.
It was absolutely. Yeah. But yeah.
Why'd you order a large? Don't you throw that large Coke at her? Don't you do it?
Do it. I need like a privacy window like they've got in a limousine. But for the driver.
Between the passenger and the driver, like Death Proof style.
We're in the splash zone. Yeah, Death Proof. Man, I need to rewatch that. It's been a minute. Probably not as good as Gremlins 2, but you know, what is?
What is, though?
I watched Pig. Pig was very good.
Man, I really want to watch Pig.
Pig was good.
Nick Cage joint.
I don't know Pig.
He's a truffle farmer, and someone takes his pig and deals with that.
He was like a huge chef like 15 years ago in the movie, like a huge, big deal celebrity chef. And he got fucking sick of it. Industry was awful. There was no point to it. So he quit, moved into the woods, and farmed his own truffles and just lived alone. And then he exclusively deals like these amazing high-end truffles to this guy. And then they break into his house, knock him out, and steal his pig. So it's him.
So it's John Wick only with a pig.
Sort of John Wick, only he's not.
John who?
Oh, right. Yeah, you wouldn't know. You wouldn't know what we're talking about.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's like you can't throw a stick and not hit a weird Nick Cage movie these days.
Yep.
It's like all these movies that people keep asking me if I've seen. It's it's a Nick Cage thing. I'm like, no, I don't. I don't know how to keep up with him anymore.
Got to pay for his sarcophagi.
Have you seen? I have to look up the name of this movie. Because I don't remember the name of it. But it is absolutely fucking wild. Let me just pull up his IMDb.
Do it.
Here we go. It's weird. It lists like 4 memes at the top. Is that normal? I've never seen this on IMDb.
Oh, that's his new movie, 4 memes.
4 memes. 4 memes in a pizza place. Trademark, deep, husky baritone voice. Thanks, IMDb. Did you know he was a major fan of the Chicago black death metal band Veneficum?
Who doesn't know that? Give me some real trivia.
Such a big fan, he opened a MySpace group dedicated to the band.
And this was just like last week.
He says he still likes Prince and all. Okay. All right. Someday he. All right.
Cool. I mean, I wasn't calling your like of Prince into question, but okay. Good to know.
All right. Okay. Let's see. He won an Oscar. Did you know that?
I did know that.
What, for Raising Arizona? Raising Arizona?
I don't think it was Raising Arizona. It should have been if it was.
Raising Arizona is a really good movie.
Fucking fantastic movie. I watch that movie at least once a year.
Have you heard of a movie called Leading Role?
No.
Because he won Best Actor in a leading role.
Ironically, he was a supporting actor in a leading role.
Apparently, it was Leaving Las Vegas, which I haven't seen. Wait, have I seen that?
I've seen it, and that movie makes me so uncomfortable.
Wait, what's the premise of that one? Is that the... No, I'm thinking of Indecent Proposal.
You're thinking of Indecent Proposal. Leaving Las Vegas, God, I can't even remember it now. I remember it, but I don't remember exactly what it was about. He was good in it. I do remember that, but it's just not one of those movies I care to watch again.
The movie that I'm thinking of that I wanted to know if you've seen is Color Out of Space.
I think Tanya was watching that one the other day. I came in from work for a break or something, and she was watching it, but I haven't seen it.
That is a fucking crazy ass movie. It is like it is cinematically like, wow. I mean, it's out there.
Is this the one? Can you give me the premise of this one from the IMDb entry? Because I want to say I might have started it and we couldn't make it through.
I might actually be thinking of the wrong movie here. No. I'll tell you what Color Out of Space is, but this is not the movie. Because I was like, Color Out of Space, isn't that like a Lovecraft story? Which I think it might be the title of like a Lovecraft. I'm going to look into this. But Color Out of Space, I have not seen. Color Out of Space is, here's the synopsis. It's a horror movie sci-fi genre. Horror mystery sci-fi, sorry. A secluded farm is struck by a strange meteorite, which has apocalyptic consequences for the family living there and possibly the world.
I think that was the one that Tanya was watching when I came in from work the other day.
The one that I was thinking of has a very similar name.
Called The Color Purple.
Mandy.
Oh, dude, Mandy is a fucking crazy.
Isn't it fucking
movie.
wild?
That's not even the one I was thinking of. Though.
Really?
Oh my Lord.
Yeah, Mandy is fucking insane.
Nuts. Like Mandy actually is just basically visual, like you're on acid. Like someone snuck in and slipped you some acid before you watched.
I wouldn't
Mandy.
know, Ian. I wouldn't know.
It's like
I'll
that.
take your word for it.
It's like that. What is the one I was looking for? Now I'm going to bring up IMDb.
Oh, I can just let me take a guess. It was probably, which I want to see this, Prisoners of the Ghostland.
That's it.
Yeah, I really want to see that.
It is weird. It's weirder than Mandy.
It's out already?
That's unless it's not the one I'm thinking of. I've seen this one, whatever it is. I've seen it.
You know what we should watch?
Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt. Is Nick Cage and Joe Dirt?
He should be. Remake.
He is.
Do you guys want to do a Nick Cage podcast with me where we watch every Nick Cage movie and then do an episode on it? It would be
pretty good to go through his filmography. That would be pretty...
Would you guys like to do that?
I would like
a Nick Cage filmography watch? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, in podcast form. Wow, his filmography is pretty long.
Yep.
Pretty long. But yeah, I want to see Prisoners of the Ghostland. It looks fucking rad, even though these reviews say otherwise.
What's the one that's him and Five Nights at Freddy's?
Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah.
And I really liked it.
I haven't seen that one yet.
He doesn't speak one word in that entire movie.
So they only had to pay him scale.
I'm sorry, did you guys mean...
Good call, production company.
Did you guys mean the Ant Bully?
The Ant Bowie or Bully?
The Ant Bully? Where he plays Zoc in The Ant Bully?
That's pretty good.
A 2006 looks like animated feature. CG animated feature by Warner Brothers. After Lucas Nicole floods an ant colony with his water gun, he's magically shrunken down to insect size and sentenced to hard labor in the ruins.
Jesus. No, I have
It's
not
a remake.
seen that.
It's an animated remake of Schindler's List.
But with ants. The ants are the Nazis. It really turns a bug's life on its
And
fucking
it's
ear.
all the human children that like burn ants and flood ant holes. Yeah.
Here's a
Well,
good
no,
one.
because those children deserve it.
It's a good one. The Frozen Ground. It's also got John Cusack in it. That's a good movie. I actually really like that.
Yeah? Did you say John Cusack or Joan?
John
John?
Cusack.
Never heard of him. I never saw Kick-Ass.
Kick-Ass is good. He's good
I
in
like
Kick-Ass.
I heard some people say Kick-Ass is pretty good.
I didn't see Kick-Ass 2, but I saw
Kick-Ass
the original
2
and
was
liked it.
okay, but it wasn't as good
got-
as the first one.
Rainn Wilson in that one, right? In Kick-Ass? Or is that a different movie?
There's a different one where he plays like a superhero.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not. That's not
Okay,
Rainn
okay.
Wilson. Next is pretty good. It's weird. He plays this dude who has the power to see like 20 seconds into the future, so he can always see what's coming. You know, so he does really well at the casino, and but it came out pretty good. There's another really good one that I liked. Wicker Man was okay.
The Bees.
The Weatherman was okay. National Treasure, I always liked those movies. It was kind of a guilty pleasure for me. Wind Talkers was really fucking good. Family Man was good. Gone in 60 Seconds, I didn't like.
I loved Gone in 60 Seconds.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Guys, there's so many Nick Cage movies I need to watch.
they went to...
I saw the Shelby Mustang at the car museum. Was it in Gatlinburg?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably.
I think they went a little too...
Did you steal it?
They went pretty hard. I tried. I couldn't.
If someone steals it, they're not allowed to sue them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're like, yeah.
A lot of overacting in that one for me. I didn't care for it. I mean, I'll watch it. It's just not one of my favorites. Face Off, Con Air, The Rock.
I want his face. Oh. Have you guys heard that he's playing Tiger King?
No, really?
No, but you believed it kind of, right?
I mean, it works.
Yeah, it works, doesn't it?
It totally works.
It would.
Look at all the shit I'm looking at now.
I know.
Why would that surprise me?
I know.
Not at all. Oh, I can't find the one I'm thinking of. But anyway, he has a lot of good movies and he has a lot of questionable stuff. Peggy Sue Got Married was one of his first movies.
The Rock? You're the man now,
The
dog?
Rock, yeah, with Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Who'd he play in Fast Times? I don't remember that.
Brad's bud.
He was Ridgemont.
Yeah. Was he Ridgemont or Fast Times?
And he was like, hey, Matthew McConaughey, I wish these Fast Times would slow down.
No, that's the
I'm
wrong.
Ridgemont.
Man, I wish we could rush more.
Oh, no.
Hey, Phoebe Cates.
From Gremlins 2? Do you remember that time we were almost famous?
Oh, fuck.
Tired of fighting all these Star Wars. Meryl, I can't wait to get out of Africa.
I got my booster shot.
Good.
Can you tell I'm
did
just
you do the mixed cocktail?
saying things so we don't talk about Tetris too?
Did you get the mixed cocktail? Did you go Moderna this time, or did you stick with the straight boat?
I just did whatever he stuck me with. I didn't request. It was like dealer's choice.
All right, Johnson & Johnson it is.
All right. He pulled out a revolver. So I was very smart and decided to not only get my booster, but to also get my flu shot.
See,
at
I
the
should have
same time.
done that.
No, you shouldn't have, because here's what it turned into. Right arm is sore. Dude, when he put that flu shot in, there was a contraction in my muscle.
Grab that needle.
And yes, and he was like, ooh. And I knew when he said, ooh, that was a good, he's like, that is definitely going to be sore probably within the next couple hours. And boy, he was right. What sucked about it is I felt fine, as far as I didn't get sick or anything like that. So I'm thankful for that. But what happened was, 'cause both arms were sore, especially the flu shot arm. I'm trying to sleep, and I sleep on my side.
Fuck.
So all night I'm just going from left side, right side, left side, right side.
I mean, that's how I sleep every night anyway. So that's one night as me.
That's what it feels like. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, I had that when I got my COVID booster. Got it in my left shoulder, and
that's when you thought you were going to have an incident.
Well,
right?
I did. I think I was just hypoglycemic or something. I don't know what was going on.
You needed some Arby's.
Needed some fucking good Arby's.
Yeah, some good ass Arby's.
I tried rolling over on
horsey sauce
and Arby's sauce
good.
together.
Ooh,
That's why I'll get a beef and
That's
cheddar
how I
that has
do it.
Arby's sauce, cheddar, and then add some horsey sauce to it.
I tried horsey
I don't like
sauce.
the cheddar. I don't like that cheese sauce that
Yeah.
they use.
It's okay.
I don't
get
No,
it.
I get it. It's certainly I had to reacquire a taste for it because I hadn't had it in like 10 years.
Well, I like the horsey. My choice meal at Arby's is the French dip
French dip is good.
with
French
extra
dip.
cheese.
That's what the kids dip.
With extra cheese, and then I smother it in
They do the
horsey-
French dab.
The French dab. I do the horsey and the Arby's sauce together on that, and then dip that in that au jus.
Pretty fucking good. Their market fresh shit,
shit.
that's good.
Yeah, their market fresh sandwiches.
I'm a fan. I'm an Arby's convert.
I got those Arby's dice. Now I got to get that Arby's vodka, the potato French fry vodka.
I mean, clearly you're a bigger Arby's fan than I am, but I do like the horsey sauce. That's the first time I've had it was this week.
Really?
I like horseradish. My idiot brain never put it together that that's horseradish. Like that's a creamy horseradish sauce. And I was like, oh, this is the shit I have in my fridge. It's just in a convenient packet.
Man, Arby's been around a minute. I remember my parents taking me to Arby's when I was a kid, like a little kid, like in the 70s. And I remember the Arby's
big cowboy hat.
I remember the Arby's we went to, and it had a giant neon sign outside that was a gigantic cowboy hat. And I always loved it because, I mean, the sign was like Vegas sized. It was huge. Love that thing. So, yeah, I got good Arby's memory.
I got a good Hardee's was the one that I always remember.
Hardee's is cool.
Sometimes my mom would take me there for breakfast. And I remember what's wild about Hardee's. I remember being like 5 years old or whatever and going to Hardee's, like the one near where I work. I remember going in there, and it's weird because it's like I feel like I shouldn't have a memory of being in a fast food restaurant. It's like
it's important to you.
Welcome
when you're a kid.
America, man.
Yeah, it's like, do I remember the last time I hugged my grandmother? Nah, but I remember being 5 years old and being inside that Hardee's. And I remember like it's weird. It's one of those where it's like I remember how tall I was and how everything looked like fucking big.
Yeah.
And then like all the old men were sitting at the fucking thing eating their shit, and they still do that.
Eating their chicken biscuits and their coffee.
They still do that.
Me and Bob, my friend Bob,
Loud and Dirty.
Yeah, Loud and Dirty Bob. We went to Tillman, and there's a Hardee's right there, as you know. We used to always get up early and go in there and eat breakfast.
That's a good Hardee's that people shit on constantly.
It is a good Hardee's.
It's a good
it's like
fucking Hardee's.
Right by my house too. So if I want Hardee's, I got like 2 minutes to drive to get there.
That's the best Hardee's in town, right?
It really is. And we used to go sit in there, of course, smoke cigarettes and drink coffee. And the old men were in there smoking cigarettes and drinking coffee and having our big chicken biscuits. And those are good memories. I enjoyed spending time with him there.
I remember going to a Hardee's and having breakfast with Nikki like the morning before her like first appointment for Henry's pregnancy.
Okay.
Got some Hardee's memories. Huh.
Do you remember? You probably weren't here. Did you know we used to have a Burger Queen?
Did not know that.
Is that over by?
It was in the building that Michael's Brooklyn style pizza currently occupies.
I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Burger Chef is the one I'm thinking of.
Wait a minute. That's where Burger Chef was.
Okay.
Burger Queen was up the road a ways, but it was just another little fast food place on Kentucky Avenue. Yeah.
Burger Queen, is that a chain or was that?
I think it was a chain, and the mascot was like a little bee that wears a crown.
Kind of like the Hudson Bee a little bit?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay.
But it didn't last much past like the mid to late 80s.
Well, Burger King and Dairy Queen tore them the fuck apart.
Yeah, they did, right?
Because my dad and Melissa's dad both will talk about like, Burger Chef. Oh, man.
Dude, Burger Chef was pretty fucking good.
Yeah?
I do remember, because we used to spend a lot of time in Lower Town when we were kids. We would skateboard down there, walk around, or our parents would go shopping because the mall was there, but there were still department stores in downtown Paducah. Like JCPenney still had its store down there. And so Mom would go down there and shop and turn us loose, and we'd run off and go to Burger Chef and have French fries and hamburgers and stuff. It was pretty good.
I have some Burger Queen facts.
Do it.
If you guys are interested in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
You might be thrown off a little bit by the way this starts. Druthers is a restaurant.
I loved Druthers.
Druthers, what is Druthers?
There was we did not have a Druthers here.
You did, but you had it in Burger Queen.
Had it in Burger
form.
Queen form. I think I knew that. In Henderson, where my grandparents lived, they had a Druthers.
Yeah.
And the only reason I remember that is because, we used to sell, I went to Catholic school up until I was in middle school, and we used to sell the candy bars every year.
Sure.
And on the back of the candy bar label was a coupon for a free burger at Druthers.
Nice.
And I don't know if I've told this story, but I took all that candy with me up to visit my grandparents because I knew I'd be able to unload that shit on them.
Yeah, of course.
So I go to my papa first, and he says, I said, I'm going to sell him. He's like, I don't like those candy bars. I said, well, there's a coupon for a burger on the back.
Nice.
Trying to upsell here a little bit. He's like, because the slogan for Druthers is, I'd druther go to Druthers restaurant.
Why are they not around anymore? I don't know.
My papa looks right at me and says, I'd rather not go to Druthers. And he didn't buy any of my fucking candy.
Oh, shit. Shut down.
But then Grandma took care of me,
Yeah.
so it was all good. So they got that fucking candy regardless.
Was the cost of the candy bar equal to the cost of a burger at Druthers?
There's $1. So you get a candy bar and a free burger for $1.
It's pretty good.
So go ahead with your Burger Queen fact.
So yeah, Druthers is a restaurant, formerly a chain of fast food restaurants that began as Burger Queen restaurants. Started in Winter Haven, Florida in 1956. And then based in Louisville, Kentucky from 1963. So you knew that. I didn't know that. 1963 until 1981. The name was a play on the word Druthers. And the mascot
was a bee.
Here we go. Was a giant female bee named Queenie Bee.
Queenie Bee.
Would you like to guess how many locations they had in 2019?
4.
Very close. 3. Yeah, they had 171 in 1981.
So are they going by Druthers still?
No, I think they're defunct. Yeah, they're defunct.
Well, who has locations still? Who were you just saying has locations still?
I said someone has locations still?
As of 2019.
Oh, as of 2019. Sorry.
Yeah. It says they're defunct, but weirdly it says defunct 1991, 30 years ago as chain. So there we go.
So then
I guess
It's some
franchisees
independent shops. Yeah.
So
turn independent.
So I don't know about 2021. So next podcast idea, we go to each Druthers, which is at least at most 3. Just a 3 episode.
One of them's bound to be in Florida still.
Probably. Yes, probably.
A lot of old people down there.
There's not one in Louisville, is there?
I don't know. I mean,
TADPOG Prom?
Pizza Hut.
I never saw one. We tried a lot of fucking restaurants up there.
Druthers.
Jack was up there.
Burger Queen, 2708 Frankfurt Avenue, Louisville, Kentucky.
Prom.
There's one in fucking Louisville, Kentucky. They have a LinkedIn page. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Holy shit. Look at this fucking bee. This looks fucking terrifying.
It's kind of bad.
It looks terrifying.
She's like,
look at that.
She looks like.
Do you think it'd be cute? No. It's an anthropomorphic bee.
I feel like her name should be Pam. This is Pam the bee.
Pam Beasley.
She went and got a permanent in her hair before they drew that picture.
All right.
Burger Queen, baby.
Burger Queen. Burger Chef, on the other hand. I want to look Burger Chef up because I'm curious. I've never eaten at either of these restaurants. Burger Chef. What killed Burger Chef? All right, I'm going to click that link. What? What killed Burger Chef? Click. Both Davis and Shelton had been shot execution style numerous times with a .38 caliber firearm.
I think maybe they're referring to 2 burger chefs that may have been murdered.
Thanks, Google. Well, no, look, there's a fucking Wikipedia link. Burger Chef, in proper noun, Burger Chef murders. I'm following that link.
Fuck.
The Burger Chef murders took place at a Burger Chef restaurant in Speedway, Indiana, on the night of Friday, November 17th, 1978. 4 young employees went missing in what was initially thought to be a petty theft of cash from the restaurant safe. By Saturday morning, it became a clear case of robbery kidnapping. And by Sunday, bodies were discovered.
Shit.
So maybe that
had a little something to do with it. But I mean,
Yikes.
I remember Burger Chef.
You guys want to go to Murder Chef?
Murder Chef.
That had to be a thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Please, boss, let me the headline writers. Like, editor, please, it's the best fucking headline. Please.
How do you want your burger? Execution style. So, going back to Arby's again, though, back in my high school is in the middle of a small town to where there were several sit-down restaurants, only 2 places at the time, fast food. So you had Hardee's and Arby's. Hardee's in the morning
Hardee's
for their
is for
breakfast.
fighting.
But yeah,
And
Hardee's
Hardee's
after
is for
school.
fighting. Yes.
That's where the bad kids.
Arby's
went.
is for fucking.
So I didn't go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Melissa went.
Yeah,
That's where
right.
Melissa hung
Sure,
out.
because she fought, right?
She fought. Yeah, sure, fought.
She was at Arby's.
But she would go smoke cigarettes behind the Hardee's in the show.
Yeah.
And then I didn't want any of that, so I would always go eat at Arby's across the street at the other gas station.
Yeah.
Because it's a small Arby's attached to a gas station. So I had a lot of Arby's. And then of course my high school girlfriend also loved Arby's. And would always want after school I bought so many #1 roast beef combos with a Jamocha shake and an order of mozzarella sticks.
Is this the one that had
Caviar.
body issues and could finish the sandwich before you
she
got
would
to the
still. By the
street?
time we got out to the road, she'd be mostly done. Every time. Like, she ate like a cone head.
Yeah.
So,
It's a good quality.
yeah, sometimes.
Gives you a lot of time on your lunch.
Yeah.
A lot of free
To
time.
waste all that time fucking eating.
Oh, man, I
That's
can
shit to do.
Fucking study Japanese for 55 minutes now.
By the sound of it, you would have 57 minutes if you could eat that fast.
I actually went and ate in that Arby's yesterday
Nice.
before
Did they have good
RTHH
curly fries?
play. I don't like the curly fries.
crinkle
I
fries.
had
Their
the
curly
fries,
fries.
and they were great.
Curly fries are
Fucking
nasty.
great.
So here's the
I
thing.
don't like.
Fucking hate
I
'em.
loved them, and then ate so many I could never eat. I can stomach them now, but I'm never going to order them.
I like Hardee's curls. I think Hardee's has good curls.
Mm.
Even the shitty Hardee's out by where I live. The good Hardee's we were talking about near your neck of the woods, Ian. Oh, man. Burger Chef's kiss. But like, I swear, man, this is just for us and other Paducah listeners, I guess. Just Bergs. I don't know what I still love Just Bergs. I think the food is great.
Day.
It's fantastic. But their fries, when they did those cheap Cisco fries,
Yep, fucking hate them.
and now their crinkle cut fries, I feel like are not as good as they used to be before those cheap ass Cisco.
Well, I
fries.
can imagine with the cost of beef, they're probably like,
Yeah, sure.
we'll lean on that and just cut the fries.
I don't know. I'll tell you
Fries
what,
are-
they're actually fine, and
They are fine.
Usually, I go to the Jackson location.
Yeah,
the main
I've never
first
been to
one.
the mall location.
I
Neither-
went to
neither
the
have
mall
I.
one the other day, and because we happened to be, it was around dinner time. We had to go run an errand out by the mall. We had already talked about having just hamburgers, but it was getting late, and I was like, "Well, fuck, let's just go to the one over here."
Yeah, they're open later than 7 like the other one
Yeah,
is.
exactly. That was the best burger and fries I've had from Just Hamburgers ever.
Nice.
Perfectly cooked, crinkle cut fries. They were hot and crispy, and everything was just exactly right, which they tend to not get right down there.
That is true. Their fries aren't as crispy on Jackson Street.
But again, if you're avoiding the mall area, there's really no point in trying to go out that way.
Mall area stuff.
It is.
The malaria, as we like to call it. Yeah.
You guys want to bite this bullet?
Burger Chef. In 1982, the General Foods Corporation, owners of the Burger Chef trademark and name, divested itself of the restaurant chain, gradually selling to the owners of Hardee's. It all comes back to Hardee's. The final restaurant to carry the Burger Chef name closed in, anyone want to take a guess of the year?
1992.
You're really fucking close. You're good at this. Like, if there was a fast food trivia show, I would want to be your partner. 1996.
Okay.
I wouldn't have even been. I would have guessed like the 80s or some shit. I don't
Yeah.
know. But then I've never seen a Burger Chef. No, I don't want to talk about Tetris 2. If we could not, that would please me.
Okay.
But I guess maybe you guys
You got some
played
calls?
it. and
Go
wanna
ahead.
talk- I don't. I mean, I do, but I don't have the adapter.
When we go on our musical pee break, we'll get the adapter.
Just
You need one of the. I don't.
let's just blaze through. Let's blaze through. I've got just a little bit of shit. We can
I
blaze
have
through it.
shit to talk about this game. I just fucking had such a horrible experience with this fucking. Do you guys know my experience with the game? Did you see the
I
stream?
didn't see the stream, I'm
I watched the VOD. I fucking rage quit Tetris 2. And I've said this on the podcast before when I played Mole Mania, a puzzle game that I've heard really good things about. Miyamoto worked on, and I like the game, but it's like after I played that, on this show, I was like, I don't think I'm going to stream puzzle games anymore. After Tetris 2, I am definitely never going to stream a puzzle game on Twitch.
I could understand
it is
why.
an absolute miserable experience for me because all it does is underline how bad I am at a thing. I'm fucking horrible at puzzle games. And then it also gets into this issue where people are legitimately trying to help me, not being dicks, legitimately trying to help me. And it's like, I can't parse the information. And it's like, okay, I'm done playing, which is absolutely what I did. It's like, nope, I'm done. Not going to play Tetris 2 anymore. I played a little bit, and because of that, I absolutely fucking hate this game.
It's not a good game.
Which isn't fair to the game, maybe.
No, you're fair.
Tetris is fine the way it is. And you can dress it up. You can dress it up all you want. Tetris Attack and the one that has all the fucked up neat levels and stuff. If the basic mechanic of the game is left alone, I don't care what the fuck you do with it. The right shapes and the right patterns. That's all you need. Dress it up, call it whatever the fuck you want. But when they did this one and they had all the different types of shapes and some of the blocks could keep falling after you set it and some couldn't, and it was maddening.
Yeah.
And then the way they break up, they could break up in an L shape or a T shape, but I never knew for sure
come
what
with
was
this weird little like arms up shape, and yeah.
One looked like a dick and balls.
Yeah. That was my favorite piece.
Of course. But I just didn't care for the way it played. I thought there was just some things you don't need to change. And Tetris is one of them.
Tetris is so simple. Like, original Tetris is so simple, and it's like, it feels good to clear lines in Tetris. Because there's a lot of build up to clearing a line.
Sure.
There's a lot of work that goes into it. It's a lot like edging, let's be honest.
Yeah.
You fucking build it and build it and build it, and then you finally clear 4 lines at once, and it's like, oh my God, that felt so much better than clearing just one line.
Now there's so much more room for activities.
Nicolas Cage, I loved him in Step Brothers.
Although, I love puzzle games, and I didn't care for this, so I don't think you're not off.
It was just put together, and I didn't like the way it looked. Like the first level, I guess, is the fucking one of many. I don't know. There's a big fucking TV. You're in a room, like a bedroom, and there's a fucking TV on the rear wall right behind the puzzle board. And I kept thinking that was in there. It just kept screwing with me. I kept thinking that was like in it.
Yeah.
So I was like afraid of hitting it or something, but it was just a bad placement of graphics.
Yep.
It was just bad.
Do you guys hear that?
Oh yeah.
What is that sound?
That's the Dave style Vader getting locked into his suit noise.
Do not watch. That is true. That is absolutely what happened. Fucking Nintendo got the higher ground on me, and
really did.
I fucking burned up. If you're watching this on YouTube right now, first of all, thank you for watching. Second of all, thank you to Brother Zalnop, who has provided the footage that you're probably watching right now, because there's probably not enough for my Twitch stream. And Zal was nice enough to like play it and record it and upload it to his YouTube channel, Zalnop. Look him up.
Okay, yeah.
And then
best mod ever.
Best mod ever for sure. Zalmod best mod. Dane, I believe, is going to pull that for the video.
Cool.
So thank you, Zal. Zal's really good at puzzle games, and he was trying to help me, but I just could not. I couldn't parse it fast enough, because multiple people are trying to help, and like,
well, you've got to watch the puzzle
and watch chat.
Yeah,
and it's like, so it's rough. I'm never again when we pull a puzzle game. I'm just gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'll come over. I'll come over and play it, and you can look at chat and have a good time.
I'll read Gremlins too. I'm not gonna come. Tyler, I know you got to be in bed. Well, that's a work night.
We'll do it for 1 hour.
That's a work night. That's about how long I played Tetris too. Of course, I hear that. Me being locked into a fucking death suit, which ushers in a segment we like to call Dave reads some Wikipedia. Tetris 2 known in Japan as Tetris Flash, is a video game published in 1993 and 1994 by Nintendo for the Game Boy, Nintendo Entertainment System, and Super Nintendo Entertainment System. And then it just skips the gameplay. Not a whole lot of information here.
To me, it looked like they tried, like, oh, we got Tetris. We're going to go ahead and try to wedge in enough Dr. Mario to make a weird abomination.
Dude, I think this is more Dr. Mario than Tetris, for sure. Because it's like, and Dr. Mario, because this is like...
And I don't like Dr. Mario. That's a puzzle game. I've never cared for it.
I haven't ever liked it either.
So, yeah. So, for it to come off so strongly as Dr. Mario, like, I didn't like it.
Dr. Mario grew on me. I didn't like it a lot, but it did grow on me. Nikki's really good at it.
Oh, yeah. I know Nikki's good at it.
And Zal's really good at it. So it's like Zal's really, really good at Dr. Mario. Like, I don't know if it's on his YouTube channel or not, but I think there's a clip somewhere, essentially of Zal breaking Dr. Mario. He's very, very good at Dr. Mario. But like, this reminded me of Dr. Mario.
Dr. Zalnop, is that his title now?
I don't know. I like Brother Zalnop for some reason. I don't know. Brother Doctor.
Proctor.
Oh, which reminds me, did someone go to a pediatrician in a trailer or something?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You sent a text about that.
I did. I'll save it.
All right. I thought maybe we wanted to do intro story number 18 for this episode, which I'm totally down for. I want to hear that story. But yeah, this is like Dr. Mario, but instead of like throwing a pill with 2 colors on it, you're throwing one of 9. I wouldn't say random because they're pre-generated,
but they're same, but they're just sort of thrown together. They don't make a lot of sense.
Yeah, they're not your long piece. They're not your L. They're not your
cube.
Yeah, they're not your cube. They're not your fucking lightning bolt. They're none of that shit.
I mean, they're there. Those shapes are there. But
there's also bullshit shapes.
There's also bullshit shapes that don't match up at all with anything.
In the game, like some of the shapes, like...
It's also like Kennan's like, hey, Daddy made a new shape. Put it in the game. Everybody make your own shape. It's going in the game.
Go googly-eyed shape. It's in the game. But like some of the pieces, like, you know how a Tetris piece will have segments that connect together to make the overall shape?
Yeah.
Some of these, like the cock and ball piece that you were talking about, they're not exactly connected.
It's
like
just,
the balls are kind of not connected to the shaft.
off the back end of the shaft.
Right. You know, like they do.
Like you do.
So like when they will fit down on the board, those balls will kind of like gravity will take hold and they'll just kind of fall.
So in other words, if the shaft gets plugged into something.
Yeah, please. Oh God, please keep going.
And stops moving. The balls will keep going until they come into contact with something. Only it happens slowly.
Yeah.
Whereas in real life, it happens much faster.
Yeah, and usually the balls go up instead of down.
Well, because you also have like these shiny squares. Those are the ones you have to complete to beat the level.
Because they will clear the whole screen of that color.
Yep.
So if like there's a shiny blue square, you line up, you match 3 colors with that blue shiny, and then all the blue squares on the board will disappear.
I did not know that until I did it by accident, and it cleared it, and I beat the game. I beat that level 1, which I had been pounding away at for 25 minutes,
waiting for the balls to go up.
Waiting for those balls to go up.
Yeah, it's not like a fast-paced, fun action. It's kind of just see if you can figure it out. Try to. Yeah, it's
not intuitive. Anyone can pick up Tetris and know how to play it.
That's why
like
Tetris is the most genius puzzle game of all time.
Anyone can play that game and understand how it works, like within minutes. This, I still don't really know how to play it, and maybe there's some people who do like it for what it is, the fact that it's different, the fact that they've added these elements, but I personally think you're just fucking screwing around with perfection.
Tetris 2 is Homer's future car that he designed.
Yes, exactly.
For Danny DeVito, his brother.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but Alexei Pajitnov creator of Tetris, did not work on this game.
He was credited for it.
Was he really?
His name was in the opening.
Yeah, creator of Tetris. Yeah.
But as the creator of Tetris.
Okay. I was about to say,
not on this
that was
game.
shocking to me because I know like he did Wild Snake.
It said something like based on
Okay, that makes sense.
Tetris created by Alexa.
I liked Wild Snake better than
I
this,
liked
and
Wild Snake
and I
a
didn't
lot
really
better
care
than
for
this.
Wild Snake.
Because Wild Snake is like slippery Tetris, essentially. This is like complicated Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
And what's also wild to me is that this game came out.
Orthopedic surgeon Mario. Very complicated.
It came out after Puyo Puyo. I don't know if you guys like that game or not.
I mean, Kirby's Avalanche is essentially Puyo Puyo,
Right.
and that was
Mean Bean Machine and all that.
yeah.
I was pretty good at Puyo Puyo 2.
And when there was a Windows 95 game called Breakthrough
Okay.
that was branded as a sequel to Tetris. Alexei worked on that one, so
Okay.
I haven't played it. Maybe better. I don't know.
The mode I thought that was better is the puzzle mode of this game.
Oh God, no!
I like that marginally. I mean, it's still shitty, but I liked it marginally better, just because it was something I could look at and try to figure out a few times. You know,
Yeah.
I got several levels in before it stopped being fun, but I thought it was more fun than freestyle bullshit.
No, I agree, and I think the reason I was like no was because I probably would have enjoyed that mode a lot more, but like streaming that mode was a nightmare because it is like, man, you get like one chance to place a block to solve the whole puzzle.
Yep.
And it's like everybody knows the answer but me.
Yeah.
And it's like memories of fucking pre-calculus where it's like go to the board and solve the problem. And everybody is looking at me like, yeah, go solve the problem, Dave.
Surely you know the answer.
You know the answer to
You
this
know F
problem.
that.
We all know the
Right?
answer.
You can solve for. No, I can't.
I
Turns
don't.
out I can stand at the board for 3 minutes until the teacher's like, sit down.
Looking at that episode of like Batman the Animated Series when he realizes he's in a dream because he can't read.
Melissa brought pizza.
What?
Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys want to take a pizza break?
Yeah, why
a
not?
pizza break.
A pea eats a break.
Welcome to the TADPOG
Dollar General frozen pizza.
experience. The guys definitely have their
Dollar General frozen pizza slices.
in their hands right now. Enjoy that thought, and we'll be right back. Sorry, man. Out.
We're back
In tornado form.
in tornado form. Yeah, we're going to like end the show soon because there's like a really huge tornado that's coming. So,
Yep.
there we go.
Apparently, we've got 45 minutes to live if we stay
Last
here.
episode, Tetris 2.
Might be. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was a good run. I'm glad we were able to end it on such a good
We
note.
were almost season 2. We're like Cowboy Bebop over here.
Almost made it. We're this close.
So, did you have any achievements for Tetris 2?
Yeah, I had a couple of achievements for Tetris 2. I mean, I didn't really, but other people did. The first achievement I've got, Cock Blocker. In order to unlock Cock Blocker, be a cock and design an awful block game. And that came in from Ted Dastic Jr. Thank you, Ted.
All right.
And then the next achievement I have is Blaze It. In order to unlock Blaze It, have enough of Tetris 2's bullshit and switch over to Streets of Rage, which is what I did. That came in from P. Willie Eaton. And I had a similar achievement. It's the same achievement with a different title, and that is Streets of Rage Quit. Did you guys have any achievements?
I didn't bother.
I've got a Burger King no Jutsu.
Okay.
And you unlock Burger King no Jutsu by just playing it like Tetris, because fuck it. That's fun. Just play it how you want to play it.
Okay. Burger Chef.
Burger
Yeah,
Queen.
and
Burger
die
Queen no
immediately. Burger
jutsu.
Queen no jutsu.
My biggest issue, I know we're doing achievements, but my biggest issue with the game is that it had very little charm.
The weird background. It kind of reminded me of like Bubble Bath Babes almost, only not pornographic. Like just some weird backgrounds.
Yeah, weird backgrounds.
Like it was a bedroom, like it was some kid's bedroom with posters.
Generic
and-
posters that said boy and
one that
Guile.
was not quite Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggies and fries.
Yeah.
With the bones sticking out.
Yeah. Yeah, with the
Like they
dinosaurs
were-
in the background. Yeah. I thought that was going to be fun because there were dinosaurs in it. It still wasn't fun.
And the other one was a beer, like a beer stein.
Mm-hmm.
So it was, yeah, fucking weird.
Yeah.
No, and not charmingly weird, just sort of weird.
No, just, yeah. Yeah, not the kind of weird that I like. Just straight up ugly weird.
Yeah.
Like, we don't care weird
Yeah.
is kind of what it seemed like. Also, I thought this was kind of cool. You can play one player versus the computer. Like you can do 2-player, but if you don't have a friend, you can play against the computer. I tried it on the easiest difficulty and was soundly defeated by that little girl at least 5 times before I switched to puzzle mode. The music is forgettable.
Yep.
I can't remember it. So yeah, forgettable.
I mean, it wasn't like
mine didn't have sound. That's why I don't remember any of
really?
it. I could not get my sound to work for it.
I didn't think the music was offensive by any stretch. It was fine, but it's totally like those. They're just forgettable. I don't even know what the fuck. Apparently, there's a level 30 cutscene.
The music was like Jeffrey Epstein. He totally killed himself. No, he didn't. Tetris 2. Don't try to with your bad music.
Do you guys? How much do you think Tetris 2 for the Super Nintendo costs? If you were to buy a loose copy of it,
$15.
$25.
actual price of Tetris 2 for the Super Nintendo loose on average, according to PriceCharting.com, is $7.55.
Overshot by a lot.
Is it worth it?
No, if you're a collector, maybe.
If you're
Yeah.
gonna have it, if you're gonna have it on the shelf, you might as well pay $7 lousy for it. You know.
I'll buy this
This is
after Street Hockey 95.
This is like $1 at pre-pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, no doubt. If that, this was. But then again, I don't know. I didn't look at that little chart that Price Charting gives. I only looked at the price half of Price Charting. Do you guys think that this game belongs on TADPOG's Top 100?
No.
Nay.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't think it's the worst game on the system, but I'm also really not looking forward to buying it for the collection. So, what do you think Flopsy has to say? What do you think Flopsy gave Tetris 2?
Probably like goddamn 4.5 stars.
Probably higher than
Finally,
I
a
would give it.
worthy successor to Tetris.
3.5 stars is my guess.
I'm gonna hope 2 stars, but we'll see.
I'm going to hope 1.5, but I think you guys are right. I think
Yeah.
you're going to skew high. Thank you for being patient with me. I normally have the page pulled up. According to the Ultimate Nintendo Guide to the SNES Library, 1991 through 1998, by Pat Contry, courtesy of Monster Mold Mike, they give Tetris 2 2.5 stars.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't even think it's worth that, but
Reviewer DG says Tetris 2 is a flawed attempt to merge the Tetramino positioning gameplay of the original Tetris with the color matching and gravity from Dr. Mario and Puyo Puyo.
Edward.
Nissan.
I had to make something for the Nintendo. They were gonna pull my funding.
we're gonna pull my license.
Yokai Gum. He's going to get his fucking watch. The government's going to come get his watch. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be?
I'm gonna do a combo. I'm gonna do
Perfect.
glasses,
Oh, perfect.
and beard combo
Okay.
together.
All right.
The glasses and beard of one Ruby Baron Paul Kluhl
Oh.
while he was playing Blood Bowl
Oh, right.
for his infamous super rage quit.
Yes, right.
Super rage quit.
Yeah. I think he uninstalled the game immediately after that stream. I believe he told me that. Hey, that's an emergency alert. It says National Weather Service, stop podcasting.
Please, God.
Stop podcasting. There's a tornado warning in the area until 9:45 p.m. Take shelter now in a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. So
Just wrap it up then.
we should probably wrap this up.
Yeah. You hear those alerts? We're done.
Hear the alerts. I hear the sirens going. We have a quiz from Ross. We will get to that next week. So,
Yep.
Ross, good news. You get the week off. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks for listening to this possibly creepypasta of Tadpog.
Patreon.com. Check it out. Executive producers. I got a whole bunch of y'all. Thank you.
We'll get it. You guys understand. Tropical Capricorn.
All right. Hope we don't
Capricorn,
die. Bye. Like I subscribe to like a lot of retro gaming podcasts, and there are some that I listen to regularly, like every week. It's like, fuck yes, let's do it, and I listen. But there are also others where it's just like I subscribe, and then I just kind of see what comes in, and if they're talking about something I'm interested in, it's like, yep, I'll listen to that one this week, and then because a lot of them are like they're good, but it's like. They aren't like US based, which nothing against non-US, based gaming podcasts, but they're talking about games I've never heard of.
Right.
You know what I mean? On systems that it's like, nope, I don't know what that is. So you just made that up,
Didn't you love Frog Leaper for the Wonder Swan? Oh.
It's like, what is that? I think, is there a subreddit for like alternate dimension commercials or alternate dimension TV or something like that? That's what this reminds me of. Like whenever I listen to like a retro gaming podcast from like another country, it's just like, wow, I feel like I'm from another fucking dimension because it's like you guys are talking about this thing like it's something everybody. This is commonplace, and it's like no, I've never heard of Larry's Loopy Adventure.
Ross has sent us a couple of quizzes that have mentioned systems that we're like, I don't know what that is, idea. So I'm killing that, I guess.
Is that Soldier Boys one? I don't know.
Yeah, man. We should have got one of Soldier Boys. Have you seen reviews for it? You should check out a few of them. They're pretty funny.